And joining me right now, oh my God, Richard, they've got a split screen and your head looks like a monster head.
Well, at least my hair is in place.
The hair is looking good. Don't worry about it. You got it all going on with the hair.
Well, I'm in the right direction of the wind, so the wind can put it back.
Are you kidding me? You got so much product in that hair. No wind is doing anything.
It's wind. I always say, Linda, it's wind tunnel tested, even in these temperatures.
There you go. All right. That's a good commercial. Okay. Richard Giacovas, obviously my colleague, live right now for us on the Upper West Side. We are still dealing with the freezing temperatures, going on, and still recovering from trying to dig out of all that snow and the ice and everything from the storm that hit us on Sunday. So talk to me about what you're seeing out there on the Upper West Side.
Well, the city is still a mess, so don't try to drive in it because it's still, there's no parking and people are still trying to navigate around piles of snow that just won't melt. And we've done so many stories on it. Linda, you did some this week.
Yeah.
It really is still a mess. As far as everyday life and people just walking around, I think when the sun is out, I think people can bear it a little more and they'll come out and grab lunch. Our specific angle this morning was hitting up a couple of food carts here on the Upper West Side. There's one right there. That's a halal truck. And then, really we call them food vendors, street vendors. There was a breakfast cart earlier this morning. Both of them say business is down. It's been down all week. So down by about 50%, where they're not seeing those lines or that rush of people coming to grab their coffee in the morning or their wraps for breakfast or their lunch here at the halal truck. So I think it's problematic for them because it's their livelihood. So they're staying warm because they're kind of inside and they have a grill and they have heaters. But for those who are standing outside, they don't want to sit there necessarily and wait for like their gyro, for 10 minutes and to freeze, and only probably for the food to get cold as soon as it comes out of that off that grill. So it's understandable. They're just hoping, if they can get temperatures, back in the, at least if we can get to freezing by next week, there'll be some relief. But not much business for them. Business is certainly down.
And something too, Richard, with these food vendors, some of them are super, super popular. And you really can, especially during the lunchtime hour, you can go to some of them and they could have 50 people standing in line on a regular day. So you are waiting 10 to 15 minutes for your food. That's a long time to be standing out in this weather, or maybe even longer.
Yeah, I mean, we did see some people, at the height of lunch hour, they did come and they were here and they did wait. I didn't see them waiting too long because again, those lines weren't as long as they usually are. This is just one example of different things, how the cold weather can affect our daily life. What I was saying to you, Linda, right before we came on was, I wonder how it's going to be once the sun goes down, once we start our weekend. People normally, if they want to go out to dinner on a Friday night, they want to go to the theater, maybe they get tickets for tonight, different things throughout the city. Life goes on. I wonder if it really, people will second guess it, especially if you have kids, or you're in a vulnerable spot.
Oh, yeah. Why would you be taking your kids out at night in this? I mean, it's just way too cold. You know what? I'm looking at the weather forecast. I just picked up my phone. Today, the high is going to be 17 degrees. 17! And then overnight,
and the feel like is worse, right?
And the real feel is much colder. And then, for example, tomorrow, 2 degrees, 2 degrees, and then the high would be 20. But once that sun goes down, and you and I work outside, so we experience this all the time. Once that sun goes down, forget about it. It gets super, super cold, and if the wind is hitting, forget about it.
Absolutely. Yeah. And I'm standing right in direct sun right now.
Right.
And it's really cold, but it's almost like a bit bearable where you can I can stand out here and talk to you, but if I go underneath this little walkway over here.
You hit the shade and that's it. Yeah.
You don't last.
I got to interrupt you. We got to go. Thank you so much for joining us.
You got
your head, the hair looks awesome.
Okay, good. I'll keep it.
Have a great day, everybody.